everyone. How are you doing? Welcome to another session of Life Nuggets. The last video I did, which I think was about 2 weeks ago, was on about forgiving ourselves. And the topic is really wide. And from that video, so many people, so many of you got to reach out. And I came to understand, also with the program that I'm having in my church, I came to understand that there's so many people who battle unforgiveness. And unforgiveness, not forgiving the people around us, but forgiving ourselves. I want us to focus on that. I want us to focus on forgiving us. The mistakes we have done, where we feel like we have failed ourselves, where we feel like we have failed our families, where we feel like we would have done things differently and we didn't, so we keep on blaming ourselves. I know these are some of the things that make us fail every single time. These are things that make us feel guilty. But I want us to work on that. I want us to work on ourselves, to work on being better versions of ourselves. Like I said, healing journey begins with you taking the first step, and the first step is accepting and acknowledging that we have a problem. Okay, now I'm going to start with the same question that I keep on asking every single time. When you look at the mirror and see a reflection of yourself, one, what do you see? When you look at the mirror and see a reflection of yourself, what do you see? Number two, how do you feel? You look at the mirror and see a reflection of yourself. Do you see someone who has failed themselves? Do you feel like you're guilty because of the things that you did in the past and are coming to haunt you or are disturbing you to date? And number three, when you look at the mirror and see a reflection of yourself, what do you think? What do you think about yourself? What do you think that people think about you? But the most important thing, leave alone what people say. What do you think about yourself? Now, I was having a session with my beautiful teenagers here in church, and I came to understand. I told them to write separately some questions, or not necessarily questions. I told them to write down. I gave each and every one of them a paper, and told them to write down what they have not forgiven themselves about. What is that thing that you have not forgiven yourself about? And today I want to ask you the same question. What is that thing that you have not forgiven yourself about? What is that thing that you feel like I did and it keeps on eating and biting you every single day and you have not forgiven yourself about? Now, it is for you to take charge of your life, you have to take a hold of it. For you to take charge of it, you have to forget the past. It is so hard. It's easier said than done, yes, but it is so hard to progress when you keep on going back to the same old thoughts. It is said for you to experience change, you can't keep on doing the same thing every single time, expecting different results. Okay? Now, I just want to ask you this question. Will you keep on going back to your past and keep on hurting yourself? At times we look at the past mistakes or the past things that you've done, and you keep on hurting ourselves because you keep on reflecting backwards. You keep on reflecting backwards. But I'm here to tell you something. You are not your mistake. You are not your past. You are not the mistakes you did in the past. Maybe you got a child before, and you look at your child and you think it's a mistake. No, your child is never a mistake. Your child is a beautiful blessing. Maybe you got married early and that was not what you had intended to do. It's not a mistake. It is a lesson. It is a lesson you have learned. I want you to take your past mistakes, take the things that you did in the past and take them as lessons. Okay? Let us use this as lessons. Yes, we failed. Yes, we messed up. Yes, things didn't go the way we wanted them to go. But I want to tell you something. Our God is not a respecter of persons. Our God does not keep a multitude of sin. And our God is so just that when we go to Him in repentance, He opens a new page. So, I want you to do this activity today. I want to make this video as short as possible. I want you to do this video today. I want you to do this activity today. I want you to take a piece of paper or a book. I want you to write the things that you have not forgiven yourself about, the things that you have not forgiven yourself of. Okay? I want you to write down the things that you have not forgiven yourself. Write them down. Write them. The mistakes you feel like you did and they eat you up to date. Write them down. Then once you've written them down, I want you to grab a matchbox, light a fire, and burn that paper. Okay? That is one. The second thing I need you to do, on a clean piece of paper, I want you to write 10 things you love about yourself. 10, not more, 10 things. And I want you every single morning, once you have written the 10 things that you love about yourself, I want you to do this every single morning. Every single morning. When you wake up, you've brushed your teeth, you've washed your face, I want you to go straight to a mirror. You see the 10 things that you've written that you love about yourself? I want you to read them to yourself. Read them to yourself. And I want you to let go of every anger, every pain, every disappointment, every guilt you feel about yourself. My dear, you're not your mistake. You are not. You are a beautiful and a handsome individual whose past issues were lessons, whose past mistakes were learning points. Okay? Life is a learning process and life is a learning journey. And you got this. As we continue on this journey of healing, I want to tell you that you got this. You're going to take a hold of your life and you're going to stand. And God has your back. God has your back no matter what. Okay? So if you feel like you need more help, please, my DMs are open. Always reach out. Text me. I will respond to you. And if you need also one-on-one counseling, I'm also available for you. Please don't hesitate. Do not suffer in silence. Do not suffer in silence. Like I said again, my DMs are open. And I'm always here, ready to listen and hear you. I will listen to you, I will hear you, and I will be your friend. I love you. God bless.